Hey YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek. This is my little channel on the interweb for all things geeky and cool. We have another review we're taking a look at today, guys. It's something a little different. We're looking at the Gamestop Mystery Box powered by Funko. Now this is of course a Gamestop exclusive item. Everything inside this box is a exclusive product that was put out by Funko for GameStop. There are a few items in this box and it's a one-off box, meaning there are no mystery aspects to this box like there was on the Black Friday box. Now, just for full disclosure and a little history lesson, in 2015 on Black Friday, GameStop put out a special type of mystery box. It contained, I believe it was 5 or 6 different Funko main products, main pops, a couple of reaction figures, some mini pops, and a couple blind boxes. That particular box had a lot of controversy. There were chase figures in I think it was every 10 or 12 boxes. I might be incorrect with the numbers and the math. That had a price point of about $20 for those boxes. Now, what made it kind of interesting was they had the chase figures were gold, and there was everything that was, there was the 5 pops that you could get, and then each one of those had a gold variant for it as well. And let's just say the packaging and the way they presented the box wasn't up to snuff, up to scratch. You could get into the box very, very easily. I mean, you could push the box together and the box would bow, and you could look inside the box and you could tell if you had a gold pop. So, and the label, the way this thing was presented, it was just a big kind of sticker across the front edge of the box. So you could basically pry the label up, open the box, pull the pop out, swap it with another pop, and reseal it. So a lot of people were doing this from what I've been told. Those props had a high demand and a high price point. We're talking they ran those chase ones last year ran about $60 to $100 on on eBay or maybe even Amazon. This presentation for the GameStop only pop powered by Funko was a little different. As I said earlier, this is not really quote unquote a mystery box, meaning everything inside this box, if you bought this box or bought a second box, they're all the same product. There is no difference between box 1 and box 2. Everything in this box is all the same, at least from what I've been seeing on news articles and what I've been seeing in reviews. So one thing I do like about this box is the presentation. It is completely sealed. This box, there is no tampering. I heard, going through the grapevine, guys, and take this with a grain of salt, please, that they're going to have another Black Friday mystery box going in 2016. I've heard rumors. That's all I currently know about that particular situation. So we're going to crack into this box right now. This box is fully sealed. It does have a price point of $29.99, as you can see here. So the big question you're going to ask me is, Rook, is this worth my $30? So let's crack into this box now and see what we get. As I said earlier, I know what's in this box already. I've done my research about it. And from what I've seen, it's very, very cool stuff. So let's grab into this and see, of course, what we get. So the very first item inside the box is a Pocket Pop, which is the JD Phoenix Gears of War pop. So we'll open this one up here so you guys can take a look at it. And of course, all the Pocket Pops, as you can see, has a keychain. You can, if you don't like the keychain aspect, you can unscrew from the top of this and you can still have a little miniature pop, which I like that aspect. The Pocket Pop here, I believe, no, it doesn't say. I believe this one is exclusive to GameStop. Because of course the box we're looking at. I think it's a GameStop only item. I mean, you can't get it anywhere else but GameStop. From what I've been told, at least from looking up and doing the research. So we're gonna put this guy aside here because I'm fiddling with the box. So we have JD Phoenix here. Now this next item is pretty interesting. This is another Gears of War. So this is from Gears of War, I believe Gears of War 4, I believe this is from. We have the Swarm Sniper, which is another Gears of War pop. Now, I'm not a big Gears of War fan. I know about the game. I've never played it before. There's the side. We have the back. And, of course, the other side. So let's crack into this box. And what's kind of interesting about this particular pop is the sculpt. It uses a completely different body that we're not normally used to. As you can see, there's a lot of tooling going on here, guys. I mean, as far as this high crest here in the front, there's a lot of scales, a lot of detail with this particular pop. Has a big, huge gun, which I really like that aspect. He looks really, really cool. A lot of detail did go into this particular pop, and I think it's, if you look at it as far as a standalone piece, I think it's a really good pop. Not my cup of tea per se. Again, I'm not a Gears of War guy, but I know a lot of people who are Gears of War would be interested in this pop. I think this is from Gears of War 4. I think that's your typical bad guy. I think it's like their grunt, their stormtrooper basically. So, the big guy. And this is the guy I really, really wanted. What we're looking at here, guys, I'm kind of close the bottom of the box up here, is a Titanfall 2 pop. Now this is a 6-inch tall pop, as you can see, number 131. What makes this guy very interesting is they took two core aspects of the Funko type of product line. They took a mini mystery pop, as far as the size, basically, and they took a 6-inch tall pop and combined them together to make one type of piece. And what I mean by that is we'll take a look at the actual pop itself. So when we get this guy out, he has a pilot, which is this little guy here. The head is a little tight, but it does move. This is the little pilot, as you can see. And you have the Atlas. Now what makes the Atlas interesting, and it actually is a string on this, so let's cut the string to get him out. And there is a couple of interesting things going on about this. As you can see here, he matches his color scheme. There's a ton of tooling on this thing. A ridiculous amount of tooling and paint, which I really like. What makes this guy unique is that you can open the front canopy and the bottom, and you can load the pilot inside of it. As you see here, the top is a little loose, but as you can see, you can load the pilot in. And if you want to secure it, you can put that in there and you can close the canopy. Okay guys, I had to put a cut inside the footage, unfortunately, because I snapped the arm of the Titan. I was attempting to try to move the arm. I know the arms had some movement, as do these legs. These legs will flex. There is some type of minor articulation. I pushed this arm past a point of failure and it actually broke. The entire assembly snapped the arm. So a warning, those people who get this particular pop, be careful of the arms and the legs. You can break them if you push them past a point of where this thing is designed to have movement for. But besides that, it's a very, very nice pop. I absolutely love what they did with this guy. They took the idea of a 6-inch pop and took the idea of a mystery mini and merged them into one type of piece. They take it from the actual Titanfall game where you can actually have a pilot, and those pilots jump into these mechs. So I would say, all in all, it's a good box. Please be careful with the Titan because you can break it. You get your, we get the standard pop here from Gears of War, and you get the, of course, the little mini pop here, the little keychain. Now the big question is it worth $30? In my opinion, I think it's worth $30. If you take each one as a bare average at $10 a piece, I mean, I wouldn't say this is $10, if in my opinion. $10 pop here? Absolutely. This guy being $10? Well over $10. I mean, you have a lot going on with this thing. There's a ridiculous amount of paint, a ridiculous amount of tooling. I like what they did with these, and I believe there's going to be more of these Titanfall 2 pops coming out. I think there's 2 more Titans, as far as I know. Now, again, I would actually recommend this box. The biggest negative selling point, at least from a consumer perspective, I mean, the selling point from the consumer's perspective is you don't have to buy one box. One box gives you everything. You don't have to buy multiple boxes to get different variations of different items. As far as a company goes, I think it was a bad idea of doing it that way. If you're trying to make more bang for your buck as far as a business goes, you'd want to make variations, put other things in so to make the consumer buy multiple boxes, much like they did for the Black Friday idea. This one was not designed that way. The packaging is great. I love how it's sealed. I love how everything is in one place. You don't have to chase multiple boxes. So I do hope you guys like this review. Be very, very careful with the Atlas pop here because you can snap a limb. Just, full disclosure, guys. Remember to like, thumbs up, click that subscribe button, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.